Okay, good morning. My name is Florentina Nakbeli and my matrix number is 14DT24F 1103. So now I'm going to explain the difference between fixed cost and variable cost. Okay, first is for the definition. Fixed cost is the cost that do not change in relation to production. So it doesn't matter whether the production value is increased or decreased, the fixed cost remain the same. For variable variable cost is the cost that vary or change depending on the company's production volume. So if the production increase, the variable cost might be increasing too. So for nature, fixed costs are time related. They remain constant for a period of time. Okay, for variable cost, the nature is variable costs are volume related and change with the changes in output level. Okay, for example, is rent. So, why rent is categorized as fixed cost because when we rent house or building, the rent is still the same. The price of rent will never increase or decrease. Okay, for variable cost, we have example electricity use. So our electricity bills is depend on how much electric that we use. The more we use, then the more we have to pay. So that's why it is variable cost because it change with the changes in output level. Next, I'm going to list three elements of prime cost and two elements of conversion cost. The first for prime cost, the first one is direct materials such as raw materials that used in a production. Next is direct wage. Direct is the remuneration paid to production workers, and direct expenses we have examples such as royalties. And conversion cost is direct labor and production overhead.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hidayah Akila binti Abdullah. My matrix number 14D8024F1079. I will present question A3. Categorize the following costs either fixed cost, variable cost, or semi-variable cost. A. Depreciation for machine using reducing balance method. This is a fixed cost. Depreciation does not change with the level of production. It is recorded constantly over time. B. Factory electricity. This is a semi-variable cost. There is a fixed basis charge, minimum payment even if product is zero, but the bill also increases with machine usage. C. Sugar for ice cream production. This is a variable cost. Sugar is used depending on the quantity of ice cream produced. More production equal more sugar. D. Factory rental. Factory rental is a fixed cost. Rent is a fixed monthly or annual payment regardless of how much is produced. E. Accountant salary. Accountant salary is a fixed cost. The accountant's salary is paid consistently every month independent of production value. Question A4. Identify the appropriate term or phrase for the following description. 1. A cost which remains constant for a specific time period and which are not affected by the volume of activities. This is a fixed cost. 2. A unit of product or service in relation to which costs are ascertained. This is a cost unit. 3. The total of direct manufacturing costs. This is a prime cost. 4. The sum of direct labor and manufacturing overhead costs. This is a conversion cost. 5. The costs that are expected and unavoidable under efficient operating conditions. This is a normal cost. And last, costs that are identified with goods purchased or produced for resale and which are attached to product and included in the inventory valuation of good. This is a product cost.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Farah Izzati binti Muhammad Fazil. My matrix number 1408024F1100. Today I will present about cost classification. In this presentation, I will explain how different cost items are categorized into prime cost, production overhead, administrative overhead, and selling and distribution overhead. Let's start with number 1. Depreciation of machinery is a production overhead. This cost is related to factory equipment, so it is considered to production overhead. Number 2. Raw material use is a prime cost. Raw material is a direct cost in making the product, therefore it is classified as a prime cost. Number 3. Salesman salaries is a selling and distribution overhead. Salesman salaries are part of selling expenses, so they are selling and distribution overhead. Number 4. Rental of showroom is a selling and distribution overhead. Showroom rental is for selling purpose, not production, so it is fall under the selling and distribution overhead. Number 5. Assembler wage is a prime cost. The assembler directly works on the product, making their wage a prime cost. Number 6. Advertising is a selling and distribution overhead. Advertising is used to promote sales, therefore it is classified as selling and distribution overhead. Number 7. Rental of special machine is a production overhead. This machine is used in the production process, so its rental is a production overhead. Number 8. Maintenance of photocopying machine is an administrative overhead. Photocopying is for office administration, not production, so its maintenance is an administrative overhead. Number 9. Salary of security guard for factory is a production overhead. The factory security guard is part of factory cost, so the salary is a production overhead. Lastly, royalty is a production overhead. Royalty is paid for the right to produce goods, so it is considered a production overhead.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mashita Rohanim binti Muhammad Shafri and my matrix number is 1408024F1040. So I'm going to discuss my answer for this question C. Spinning Marbles Limited produces and suppliers adult clothes for the Peninsular Malaysia market. The following information was related to the company's production's clothes. So here we have 3 additional information. First is utilities bills are apportioned based on the following. We have factory and office. For the factory is 4,000 kilowatt hours and office 1,000 kilowatt hours. For the second additional information, supervisors' salaries are apportioned based on factory and office according to ratio of 3:1. For the third one is depreciation of delivery van need to calculate based on 10% per annum using straight line method. So the question is, you are required to detail a cost statement for the year ended 31st December 2021 for Spinning Marbles Limited showing the total cost. So the answer for the additional information is, for the first one, utility bills. Amount of the utility bills is 30,000. For the factory, we divide it as 4 out of 5. And for the office is 1 out of 5. So the second one is supervisor salaries. The amount of supervisor salary is 50,000 ringgit. For the factory is 3 out of 4 and for the office is 1 out of 4. And the last one is depreciation of delivery man for 10%. The amount of the delivery man is 100,000. So that 100,000 times to 10%. And we got 10,000 ringgit. So this is Spinning Marble Limited statement of cost for the year ended 31st December 2021. First, we have direct material. We have opening stock of raw material. The amount is 60,000 plus purchase of raw material for 600,000, carriage inwards 15 15,000, so minus closing stock of raw material 30,000. So the total of the direct material is 625,000 at direct wage for 200,000. So direct material we plus with direct wage, we got prime cost. So the total is 825,000. So next is production overhead. In the production overhead, we have 5 items. The first is supervisor salaries. For before this, we also calculate the answer for this additional information. So supervisor salaries for the factory, we have 50,000. We So for the supervisor salaries, 50,000 times 3 out of 4, we got 37,500. For labor's insurance coverage, we just put the amount 20,000. For the rental for factory is 25,000. Utilities bills, add the additional information, the 30,000 times 4 out of 5, we got 24,000. Last one is rent of special design machine is 53,000. So the amount of production overhead is 159,500. So next we have work in process in the question. So we should put opening and closing after production overhead. So plus opening work in process 23,000 and minus closing work in process 41,000. So for the total production cost, we should plus 825,000 with 159,500 plus 23,000 minus with 41,000. So we got 999,500. So this is the last part for the statement of cost for the year ended 31st December 2021. So we already have production costs, so we need to plus with administration overheads and sales and distribution overheads. So at the administration's overhead, we have supervisors' salaries. So the amount is we should 50,000 times with 1 out of 4. So the total is 12,500. Next is utilities bills, which is 30,000 times with 1 out of 5. We got 6,000. Next is sales and distribution of heads. We have sales commission expenses 3,000. Next, depreciation of delivery men, which is 100,000 times with 10%. So we got 10,000. So the total of the administration overhead and sales and distribution overheads is 31,500. So we need to plus opening finished goods minus with closing finished goods. So for the total cost, we should plus with 966,500 plus with 31,500 with 25,000 plus 25,000 and minus 13,000. So for the total cost, we got 1,010,000.